Coach, I know you talked about this a little bit this morning at the end of the last game. Defensively, what do you do? I know it's a five-man job against John Wall, but how do you kind of try to slow him down?
Well, again, it's a five-man job. It starts once they change possessions at the other end. You can't wait until he's coming at you to try to get out in the stance or get ready as a unit. I think you got to have bodies early in front of him, because makes or misses, he's coming at you. And he does it with such force and power. I would say he and Russell Westbrook are the two in the league that come at you with that type of force, power, and ill intentions, coming at you at the other end. So, again, it's a five-man job. It's not one guy. I thought our guards did a decent job of staying in front of him and containing him. And the thing he's doing now that makes it even tougher for him, he's passing the ball. And he's making great decisions with the basketball. And so we got to not only, show bodies in front of him, but also, too, be ready to rotate and understand their screening and what they call the floppy action, guys coming off pin downs.
Coach, how much does your offense impact that, making sure you take good shots? I mean, the turnovers are one thing, but just taking good shots for defensive balance.
I think we had, I don't know how many turnovers. We didn't have that many turnovers, but making sure we take good shots and the floor is balanced, and also shot expectation of understanding when the shot is going up and when to get out of the corners and when to start to get back. I think all those factors are very important in transition defense, no matter who you play in, especially against him.
What did you see? I mean, without giving away secrets, what did you see on the video the last couple of days that you would really kind of caution your team?
We saw a lot. So, how the disposition we had as far as having contact, being connected with guys coming off pin downs, understanding, where the help is coming from, the rotations, all of those things are all the attention to detail things. Nothing that we haven't done or was unexpected. It's just the fact of doing it. I don't know, just our rhythm and our whole focus of executing defensively and offensively was off the other night.
Do you think the mindset had anything to do with it in the sense that you'd come back from 17 down 3 of 4 games, 12 down the other game? It's like, okay, we're down. Let's just climb the hill again. How dangerous is that?
I don't. It's tough to put yourself in that hole. I mean, that's something that you got to fight against, is getting in that hole, and we got to figure out our second unit as far as their identity, what we can do to help them score as well as defend. Get a balance with the second unit, because it seems like that's where we get in that rut a little bit, is when we do sub out and bring those guys in, which they've normally done a decent job, a good job, but the band is kind of broken up with Cal being out and Pat just coming back, but we've got to figure that out.
How much did they miss Corey's presence in that second?
A little bit, yeah. That's a again, DeLon, that's his role right now, and he's got to grow into it, and I think he's doing a good job of playing as a second-year guy, but again, he understands now how tough Corey's job is to come in and run the show and push the pace and keep the tempo up and not let things get bogged down.
Your second unit issues aside, I'm just curious if any of that second quarter can be explained, because a lot of the Wizards folks were new, and I think that was the first time all 5 of those guys have played together. Is it just somewhat of difficult to stop that? Yeah, because you don't see that on paper.
It was, Candace, it was, but again, I don't think Bogdanovich was new to us of what he can do. His skill set is new. So being in a different jersey was probably a little different, but we knew what Bogdanovich could do as far as coming off screens and shooting it. We did not do a good job of making sure we stayed connected with him and made sure we got it, stayed connected off and fought through pin downs and those type of things. So our attention to detail with him has got to be high. And also, too, Smith came in and did a good job, too. He came in and knocked down some very timely shots against our pick and rolls. And so those 2 guys came in with the second unit and made an impact.
The Wizards acquired Brandon Jennings. What do you think of his game?
He's another dynamic player, very experienced player, veteran, a starting point guard adding to the mix. So, he's a talent. So it's another guy we have to be ready for. I think that, them adding him gives them a boost off the bench and to back up John and do some things. I know the backup point guards position is key in this league, as far as he and John could also possibly play together. So it gives them some flexibility, but again, we know his game, and we know who he is and how we're going to have to defend him also.
Thank you, guys.